Namaste all of you. Very happy to meet you through this video. Today we are going to look at something that all of us or most of us are experiencing, which is about stress. So we're going to look at 3 reasons for stress, 3 impacts of stress, and 3 solutions to handle stress. So let's look at the reasons first. So whether you're a student or you're a working professional or you're a homemaker, whatever it could be, something or the other causes stress in our lives, isn't it? Doesn't it happen many times to us that we feel stressed out? What could be the reasons for this? At least I identified 3 reasons. The first one could be uncertainty about the future, or because of our thoughts about the future and the past. We don't know what is in store for the future, whether I would get a job or whether I would get a higher degree, whether this semester would be completed in a proper way, whether I would pass all the exams. All these uncertain situations definitely cause stress. And when we also think about some things in the past, that also causes stress. So that could be one reason. The second reason for stress could be due to expectation mismatch. For instance, we have a certain expectation about a certain person. You made a new friend, and that person, you expected them to be in a certain way. But it turned out that the person is not the way you expected. So that causes some stress. There's a slight friction over there. There's a slight mismatch over there. You thought they would be friendly, they would talk to you every day, they would offer you solace, but probably that person is quite detached. So what happens is that expectation causes some friction. Or you expected an A+ grade, but then you ended up getting B or C. Then it means that something mismatch has happened. That causes a lot of stress. Or you were very sure that you would get this job, but something happened that you didn't get the job offer, or they said you'll have to wait. Then it means that that situation is causing some stress. So that is the second reason. It could be that something that's causing stress. The third reason could be something which is called, the default mode, where when there is nothing to think about or when there is nothing to do, we automatically get into a negative loop of thinking, and that causes stress. So imagine that, the power went off at home, you're locked down at home, and you don't have anything to read now, you don't have anything to work, you're just sitting on the sofa, just looking blank at the wall. Are you in a happy state, or are you in a sad state or a stressed out state? Depends on what kind of thoughts are coming by default inside your mind. So if in default negative thoughts are coming, it means that certain stress is building up in your body and mind. So 3 reasons it could be. One could be thoughts about the future, uncertainty, could be an expectation mismatch which is causing stress. And third reason could be that by default you're just having negative thoughts which could cause stress. So what could be 3 different impacts of stress? One is, it is clearly identified that stress reduces immunity in the body. How can stress reduce immunity in the body? We all know through science that the body and mind are closely connected. So what happens? As stress builds up, then there are certain neurotransmitters, there are certain hormones that are released into your system which actually make your body quite weak and vulnerable to diseases. So it means that stress reduces your immunity to diseases. Secondly, stress also reduces your ability to handle situations in a reasonable manner. So what happens is that you can see that certain people handle situations in a cool cool manner. They're comfortable with uncertainty. Whatever happens in their life, they're just coolly handling it. But there are some people who just confuse it in their head, and their ability to handle that situation really comes down. They become very inefficient in handling complex situations because they automatically express or exhibit that stress response. So it means that whenever there is a complex situation or whenever there is a complicated life scenario, the stress manifests and it becomes very difficult for them to handle that scenario. So that could be another symptom, or that could be another impact of stress. The third impact of stress could be a much more serious thing, which could result in depression kind of scenarios, which is more clinical in nature. A mild depression, okay, we can always bounce back. But when there is repeated stress in the system because of our negative thoughts, because of whatever emotional upheaval we are having, then it could result in a much more serious thing, which is depression, and definitely it should be avoided. So, three impacts. One could be in terms of reducing your bodily immunity. Second thing is it could result in a very emotionally complicated situation like depression. Third, it could impair your cognitive capabilities where you find it difficult to handle complex situations. So, three impacts could happen. But do you think that it's going to be there forever? There is no solution to this? Absolutely not. You can look at three solutions. So today this number 3 is becoming quite significant here. So we can look at three solutions. One, talking to people relieves stress. So if you have a close friend, if you have parents with whom you can discuss, if you have teachers with whom you can discuss, if you have colleagues with whom you can discuss, or your own children at home, or your own siblings at home, please do discuss the situation with them. Don't always think that you are alone in this process. Don't always think you need to fight the battle alone. Don't get stressed out with that. Discuss the situation with them. Don't worry whether they will give a positive response, negative response. You can even tell them, I'll express it to you. Just don't offer me any comments. I just want to relieve myself. You will see that once you put it out from your mouth, that is, you just speak it out, you will feel much calmer and much more relaxed. Second solution, involve yourself and engage yourself in good amount of work. When I told you about the default situation where you're just sitting on the sofa, automatically negative thoughts come. It means that by default, you're running into this negativity loop. So engage yourself in a lot of work which involve the hands. Go out, plant some trees or plant some saplings, plant seeds, do some embroidery work, or play something with your hands. It could be a small throw ball, or it could be a handball, or whatever it is you play, whatever space is available at your home. Or you could you can learn something, or you can set some targets and achieve something, whatever is possible from home. So these things basically keep yourself busy with activity so that you don't have time to get into these negative thoughts. And third, of course, with my own personal experience, I've understood that some form of yogic practices really help. So you could take some of the asanas and practice them. You can practice meditation, and you can practice pranayama, which is breathing exercise. There is a very strong connection between the breath and the mind. You would see that when your mind is calm, your breath is calm. That is, when your breath is calm, your mind is calm. So as you regulate your breath, automatically these negative thoughts will go away. As you spend some time with yourself in meditation, this will be a beautiful experience. And at Anadi Foundation, we are an ashram located near Palani in Tamil Nadu. We do a lot of yoga programs. We do a lot of programs for the youth, especially, and also help them to involve themselves in the society so that they keep themselves busy, energetic, vibrant, and enthusiastic, so that they don't get into this habit of negative thinking and get stressed out. Basically, a meaningful life is very, very important. A happy life is very important. Only then you can be of service to yourself, your family, and the society. Thank you for being with me today on this video.